only this editor tool is enough to install. I'll tell you how to install and from where we have to download it. Okay. So this software is required. That's enough. Complete .NET we can easily manage. These are the .NET Core versions, and even C# .NET versions also there. This is our main programming language. C# .NET version is 12.0. This version I'm going to cover in our session, C# .NET 12, which is latest version. Okay. When it comes to C# .NET introduction, I'll give you complete version history of C# .NET also. As of now, the latest .NET framework version is 4.8. The latest core version is .NET Core 8.0. That means .NET 8. And the latest Visual Studio editor tool is what? Visual Studio 2022. So these are the framework and core versions and editor versions clearly. Okay, fine. Right. So when it comes to main part, so this is the basic introduction. So let's start the main introduction to .NET. So we are using C# .NET is a main language. So in this session, okay, I'm going to give C# .NET is one of the most popular language in .NET family. But .NET Framework supports not only C# .NET, it's having lot of languages like VB.NET, J# .NET, F# .NET, Windows PowerShell, Iron Ruby, and so on, JScript.NET. So, but in among all the languages, okay, which is supported by Microsoft .NET Framework, one of the famous language, most popular language which can be used in real-time application means C# .NET. It's a powerful language. That's what our focus is completely on C#. What is? But here, before going to start C# .NET introduction, so first .NET Framework main components are need to be understood here. So .NET Framework is having some components. Okay. Before components, I'm going to explain you code execution process. Code execution process is the product of in .NET. Code execution process in .NET. Code execution process in .NET means what? Like programming language, C# .NET. But suppose our main language is C# .NET only. So we are going to write some programming part using this language only. Like this language is same like Java or Python or something. So it's object oriented, functional oriented, procedural oriented, everything is there. So if you write code or programs in C# .NET, how the code is going to be executed? What will be the process internally? So that's what it is important, code execution process in .NET. See sir, whenever you write normal programming in any language like C# .NET or Python or Java or anything, that code is nothing but what code? Source code. SC means here source code I'm saying. Normally source code is compiled by what? Language compiler. LC means language compiler. So it is a product in .NET especially when we write the C# .NET language code, that is source code, the C# language compiler will compile the source code, may come at least 2 to 3 questions may raise in this case only which I am explaining you, .NET Framework components. And fourth one so .NET Framework components exactly 2 components. One is base class library. Next one is CLR, Common Language Runtime. So base class library and next one is CLR, Common Language Runtime. So let me talk about what is base class library. BCL, these also called as base class libraries. Core, Web API. This also called as FCL, that means framework class libraries. Framework class libraries. Server. This is the database tool. Framework class libraries. SQL Server. So next component is CLR. CLR means Common Runtime, which will play the main role in .NET program execution, .NET application execution. Common Language Runtime. In the middle. So these two are very, very important components in .NET. Why? Because database communication as a .NET developer, our main process is we have to write the program logic and we have to execute the program. What are the so writing programming logic purpose, base class libraries or framework class libraries are required. Without base class libraries or framework class libraries, even we cannot write any programming part. So this is but after successful writing or coding development of application, then next procedure is what you have to execute or run that application. For running purpose or executing purpose, which is other component is there, CLR, Common Language Runtime.
Okay.
So ultimately, I'm
First,
saying
let me
without
discuss
base class libraries
what
or
is C
framework
Sharp
class
.NET.
libraries, you
So
can't
listen,
even write
this is the
.NET
most
programs.
important subject
After
in
writing
complete
.NET
entire
programs
.NET
by using
core
base class
package.
libraries or framework class library,
Because
without CLR, you
if you
can't
want to
run
learn
.NET programs. So running
ASP.NET
is
Core
important. That means
and then
execution of the
MVC,
code is
Entity
important.
Framework, Web
Writing of the
API,
code also
first
important.
of
Both are
all,
important
you
for us.
must and should
So that's
have
what .NET
a
Framework 2
strong knowledge
components
on
are
C
providing base
Sharp.NET.
class libraries and
So without
CLR.
having knowledge
So
of
I can
C
say these
Sharp.NET,
base class
you
libraries
cannot
are
go with
just nothing but
ASP.NET Core and MVC,
like
Entity
header
Framework
files in
and
C,
Web
C++,
API. Okay, that's what
packages in
my
Java,
complete
like
focus on.
modules in
First
Python. How
45
they
working
use
days to 2
modules
months
concept in
complete.
Python, concept in
Once
Java
you
language,
become good at
header
C
files
Sharp.NEt,
concept in C, C++,
using the C
but in C
Sharp.NET,
Sharp.NEt we
we
use
can
what?
develop
Base class libraries. As I said,
applications
the
and web
.NET framework is
applications
nothing but
using
class libraries.
ASP.NET
It's a
Core
built-in class
with
libraries.
MVC standard
Microsoft
and Entity
offer
Framework, Web
lot
API,
of
and
built-in
also
classes
including
with
with
predefined
database.
implementation.
Okay, so this is
Maximum
the main thing.
contribution come
So
from
let me talk
Microsoft
about
only.
first
So
programming,
minimum
that is C
contribution you have to
Sharp.NEt
give from
language.
your side.
So what
Okay.
is C
So using
Sharp.NET's
that
meaning?
minimum
C
contribution, so
Sharp.NET,
application development of .NET
C
will be easy actually.
Sharp.NET
It's not a big
is
deal.
a programming language.
Just because they are
Yes.
going to offer a lot
In
of
every
built-in
application
libraries.
development,
So using these libraries,
compulsory
we can
programming
build a
language
.NET
part is
application
there.
at faster rate when compared to
So C
Java.
Sharp.NET is a programming
Now,
language
base class
which
libraries
is
are in the form of
which
two
is
different ways. First
which
one
is
is
used to
.exe file.
write
Next one is
coding
DLL file.
part for the
Yes, these two